This week, we are in Pune.
Pune is where my husband grew up, went to school, and where a lot of his family and friends still reside.
Pune is also where I had my first ever restaurant pop-up. Join me as I reflect on my experience. Hi! So tomorrow is the big day. Tomorrow I'm running a Taiwanese menu at this pop-up at Tsuki in Pune, India. Today is a prep day. It's going to be a long day of prep. We're just hanging out here and wait for the staff to come. And then tomorrow is going to be the pop-up. Hello, boys! All my friends love my cooking. Also, my Taiwanese cooking is well loved. And I always thought it would be interesting to introduce Taiwanese food to the Indian crowd. You know, this idea came about, can I do a pop-up in India? Somehow this opportunity came up with Tsuki. So Tsuki is actually a restaurant based in Pune, quite a new restaurant in India that just started less than a year ago. And this opportunity came up that I got to know the owner and he asked me, okay, show us what Taiwanese food is like. So it's actually, Tsuki is a beautiful space. They have their restaurant at the terrace. Their concept is, even though it's a very new place, people have the experiences. Once they arrive, they feel like this place has been there for a while. So they have very nice green different plants that are grown out. And all the spaces where people are sitting are very well nested in different parts of the restaurant. So it has a very relaxed, open, kind of feel. Then I instantly fall in love. I say I'm so glad that I'm going to do a pop-up in this very nice environment. Tsuki is actually a Pan-Asian restaurant, so Asian food is what they would like to focus on. They do a lot of Japanese, Thai, and Cantonese. So it was really also interesting for them to introduce another type of Asian food, which is in this case Taiwanese food. This is actually my first time ever doing a pop-up. Interesting enough is I'm doing it in India. I wasn't really nervous. I mean, here I cook in my kitchen, of course, with help to cook for 50 people. So I think cooking for 100 people, I wasn't too afraid. So I had to see the team first, how the team is, just to see whether we can ramp this up quite fast. All right, so we're going to start the prep now. I'm going down to the kitchen. The restaurant is at the top floor, and then the kitchen is actually at the basement. Good morning. And then I also met the rest of the team. Good morning. Which are all super friendly, super eager to learn, and curious to see what Louise is going to do. Here's where I met the executive chef, Chef Neil, and also the head chef in the hot kitchen, which is Chef Dinesh. Super friendly people. You can see their eyes are filled with excitement.
I'm excited for this green onion pancake.
They're like, oh, what is Taiwanese food about? What can you introduce us? I think they have a passion for food, and then because they're in Tsuki, they're really interested to see how other Asian cuisine come about, how they're made.
Louise's Taiwan's menu at Tsuki Pune. Popcorn chicken, fried shrimp rolls, bang bang noodle, gua bao, 5-spice braised chicken with rice, 5-spice fried shiitake mushroom with rice. Dessert is fried sweet potato balls, and a drink, brown sugar boba milk tea.
So I had to adapt this whole Taiwanese menu to the Indian palate. All the dishes has to be changed from pork to chicken. And also for most of the dishes, I had to offer a vegetarian option, which I thought was also fun. And I did say that, if we wanted to showcase these food, I need some very specific ingredients, which it happened, we checked, they didn't have. So I had to pack a bunch of unique Taiwanese ingredients to bring it to India. That was quite fun. To me, I almost feel like I was Santa Claus. I came in with like almost 10 kg of ingredients. These are common ingredients that is readily available here in Singapore that they have never seen before. And they were all very curious what we're going to do with these ingredients. Okay, this one you don't have. Sour pickle, sweet potato starch. And then this is the fermented tofu. Okay, this is the bubble tea.
Oh, we have taro powder.
You have? You have here? No. Taro powder, we can make drinks, sweets. So I thought that was fun. Me unveiling the bag, slowly pulling out things that they had never seen, but very, intriguing to people who love to cook. There are two parts to this, right? So immediately I sat down, we went through the 10 recipes that we have prepared, and then this is the process on how we're going to do it. So the first day, actually, the owner, his name is Nikki, he requested for taste testing. The first day was really busy just to discuss these 10 dishes and then share it, and then adapt it, and then share it again. So it was a full-on commercial kitchen. They have all these huge gas stove, that big knob. I never didn't know turn right or turn left. And it's a really hustling, bustling kitchen because they were serving their regular menu as well. It was just the first day I showed them the dishes, how to make it, we cook it together. But afterwards, they took over. They started to execute themselves. I was just there giving some pointers where needed. As we were going through it, they actually gave a lot of good feedback. So every time we make a dish, we go out and then we present to the team. They wanted to adapt slightly to the local taste bud, which they describe in Pune. They like a little bit more spicy, a little bit more texture in terms of crunchiness. And of course, when it comes to dessert, they like it sweeter. So actually, we want to do this crab dish made of fermented tofu roux. I think that taste was so foreign to them. It's full of umami. You know, we mix it with oyster sauce, with the trinity of garlic, green onion, ginger. But I think it's just the pungent taste of this fermented tofu. They just couldn't pinpoint what this is. So that dish got eliminated, which is, I thought was quite funny. After day one, I was very excited. I mean, most of the dishes were really well received. They really liked it. They thought this was something new. I was really excited after day one, but I know there was still a lot of work at day two. So day two, we jump right into it because we're starting to serve the menu for lunch. Right away, we started to produce all the different dishes. I was in charge of making the bubble because the bubble you have to make the day on site. That was fun. But of course, I think with a busy menu, basically there's always some kind of chaos, some kind of drama. So there were customers, including my husband and his friends, that show up much earlier. The crowd usually come in about 1 or 2. So, but my husband and his friends started showing up at 12 on the spot. And the kitchen was not ready at all. I had to, go entertain. I chatted with them, talk about the things. So, well, it went okay. So I went basically give them some background, right? Who I am, what am I here for, what are the dishes. Usually they want me to recommend them a dish that they should try. They actually don't know what they're ordering. So then we actually have to, it's quite interesting that the owners, I would say, we have to go out and push these dishes because they don't know what to expect. The customer, when they read a menu, they don't know what they are. But because this is a restaurant that is well trusted for its Asian food, they will follow the recommendation. So the Goa Bao, people loved it. It's a bun, and inside was stuffed with flavorful protein, all the different condiments. The bite into it, I think people just, they got a lot of order. The shrimp rolls also got a lot of order. Probably it's a familiarity about spring rolls, but also is present with the tofu skin and prawn inside. I think the bang bang noodle was also very popular. Actually, I was kind of feel validated because I knew these dish people like, and then it turned out that people like it. So, it was great. That people love the dish, and so it was a very positive vibe.
All right, what do you think about the food today?
The food today was absolutely amazing. We had the spring rolls and we had the bang bang noodles and the bao as well as the ticket.
Yeah.
And everything has been amazing.
Oh,
We've not had food like that in a really long time. So it's been a wonderful experience.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and I was quite proud that, Taiwanese food is well accepted and people enjoy it very much. They just never had the exposure to it. Yeah, it was really nice to showcase the Taiwanese food to a very different set of audience. By the time we finished, it was already 1 a.m. Every time they finish, they will make me something special. And then they say at the end, let's all go up, have a nightcap. And that was very sweet. All the chefs downstairs were happy to go emerge from the basement and then go enjoy a drink with me. I was so touched because, these guys, you see their face. I think some of them probably can be my kids. They're so young, eager to learn. They really enjoy the experience of trying to make something new. Then we chat a little bit. I gave some words of encouragement. Just keep doing it. Get as much great training as you can. So that was a really, warm way to end the day and the whole pop-up. I had a lot of appreciation for that experience, and I appreciate everything that came together. This week's recipe comes from my childhood, a yummy sweet treat that is also much easier to make at home than you think. This is a dish I presented at my Taiwanese pop-up in India. Fried sweet potato ball is actually very commonly served in night market, as well as when I was growing up. Let's say when we go watch a game outside, they always have it at the stall there. This is something that I always buy because it's crunchy on the outside, it's chewy and soft on the inside. It has this light sweetness, not just from sugar, but also you can taste the sweet potato inside. So a little bit of background about sweet potato. Where I'm from in Taiwan, sweet potato is a staple. Sometimes we just steam it and eat it like this. Also, sweet potato flour is very commonly used as a starch base. There's the sweet potato leaves that we use to stir fry as well. So this is why I decided to highlight these ingredients for my pop-up. And then I'm going to show you how I make it and hope you will enjoy it as well.
Once you have peeled all the sweet potato, cut them into chunks. For full details, check out the recipe in the description below.
So the sweet potato has been peeled and cut. Now I'm going to steam it. I have a steam oven. I would just steam for 20 minutes. The other option is you can boil it until it's very soft, which takes about 20 minutes. Or you can also bake it. Bake it takes a little bit longer, it's 40 minutes. Otherwise, microwave it. I would suggest that you will prick it and then start with 5 minutes and then just check from time to time. All right, so the sweet potatoes are done. It's nice and soft. When you press it down, it just degenerates. And then I mix in sugar. So now I'm going to mash the sweet potato with the sugar. So you see the dough is not coming together. It's still a loose pile of just mixture. I'm going to put sweet potato flour.
As you add the flour, the mixture will start to firm up and be closer in consistency to a dough. Don't forget your glutinous rice flour too.
So now the 3 things that we look for when we mix dough together.
As we talk about in my Goa and Pune video, look out for your hands, bowl, and dough being clean from the mixture to know when you're done working with your dough.
All right, so the dough has come together. Basically, we can start rolling them. So I'm going to take a piece and I'm going to start rolling them. I suggest usually, I don't like it too big, so usually about 50 grams. All right, so I'm getting a little bit tired rolling this. I got a friend to help me. Rayon 呢是打理，轻轻的，然后这样子揉成一个圆圆的。OK， 好。加油，加油！ See much faster now.
Disclaimer: Murchie's assistant might result in sweet potato shapes you weren't planning for.
怎么样？好了，用圆的。
Okay. Your prepared portion might also end up in places other than the tray.
哎，
哇，
那我丢出去的啦。All right, so Rayon has helped us shape it. And then I kept it in the fridge overnight. You don't have to. So keep in mind, to fry this, the temperature needs to be quite low, 150.
The recipe does require a precise temperature, which can be measured easily with a digital thermometer.
So the key is try not to get the sweet potato to touch each other because they will stick to each other. So now I have my spider to try to make sure they kind of have some space.
Look for a gentle bubbling when you fry.
So what I do is then I press it. 1, 2, 3. That's how they do it. In Taiwan, you will see them keep pressing it down.
This light press helps the sweet potato balls to puff up and balloon in size. Keep frying until golden, then transfer to a wire rack to drain and cool. Delightfully crispy yet soft, sweet potato balls are a perfect sweet treat to end any meal.
You can taste the sweet potato. It also has a different texture. Gooey on the inside and then crunchy on the outside. Very good.
Next time, we head back to Mumbai for Thali adventures and shopping spree.